Hello, baseball fans. My name is Alberto Vasallo from El Mundo, Boston, Channel 7. But today, I have the honor of being a guest on the world-famous, world-renowned Henry's Baseball Show. And, of course, I'm not Henry. Henry is right here to my left. He's made me do this intro. But also, we have Jenny from the block. No, Jenny, where are you from originally?
I'm originally from Mansfield, Massachusetts.
Jenny from Mansfield. And Henry, I'm just going to hand it over to you because this is your show. You've got an incredible guest on the line, and we've got about 28 minutes left of baseball talk. So go ahead, Henry.
Right. Our guest tonight is Bill Lee, and he played for the Red Sox, and he's recently played for the Bananas, and he pitched the fifth inning, he said, but he's going to explain all that. But there's a few things on the table here that I'd like to go over. Neil Portnoy, the famous artist, was kind enough to send me those pictures. This is Tom Brady right here. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, they got
So
it.
all these are available for sale if somebody would like to donate to the club. And here, the other day I was with David Ortiz, the famous slugger for the Red Sox. And this is an old picture that I thought was really nice of Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig. So let's start off. Bill, tell us about...
But before you go to Bill, why don't we let Jenny tell us a little bit about herself so that
go
our
ahead,
viewers
Bill,
can know. Jenny, tell me a little bit about your aspirations because I hear that you are very interested in the entertainment industry.
I am. So the most important thing for me, number one, is having fun. So, like, if I'm not having fun, if I'm not having a blast, I don't want to do it.
Well, I know you're a little young, but the special guest that we have, he's been having fun his whole life. His baseball career. Well, you'll get to ask him why they call him the Spaceman. That
Oh,
was his
boy.
nickname.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, Bill, it's your turn. Let us know how it all started. Where did it all start? How did they find you, Bill?
How did they find me? I'm an alien from Trafalmador, and my ship broke down, and I love jazz and baseball, so I hitched a ride to the galaxy out to Earth and stuff, and I hooked up with the Boston Red Sox, and they didn't even know I was an alien, so I'm actually a little older than 77. The funny thing is that, I have pitched and earned money from the mound, in 7 decades.
Yeah.
That's my claim to fame.
Yeah.
Wow.
7 decades. Yeah. Yeah. He's
I'm
renowned.
like the Queen of England.
Yes. So for young fans like you, Bill Lee was.
I'm lucky. I pitched a complete game in pro ball in 2012.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Wow. And I started it. I won my first pro game in 69. So do the math. It's unbelievable. I'm so lucky that I was given good genes by my family. My grandfather played in the PCL back in the 10s and 20s of the 1900s. My dad played, went to Okinawa. My Annabelle Lee is the pitcher of the year in 1944, threw a no-hitter in a complete game shutout, perfect game actually. And it's, I was just born to be a baseball player.
so Bill Lee, again, we see it on screen. He played for 2 Major League Baseball teams. One, we were lucky, Red Sox player. It was his best years, but very well known. 1975 World Series, Bill Lee. I know people ask this all the time. How was that Red Sox team? You had a lot of incredible names. Louis Tiant, Yaz, Carlton Fisk, Freddie Lynn, Jim Rice, Butch Hobson, Rick Burleson. I mean, it goes on and on. And you're probably one of the more famous ones, Spaceman Bill Lee.
Well, Jim Rice wasn't in the World Series. Vern Rule broke his wrist about a week before it was over. If we had Jim Rice, we beat him easily. We still should have beat him. We had him in game 2. Base running was bad. Yaz hit into a double play in the first inning. We could have broke it open earlier. We didn't. And they had the rain delay. And then Drago came in, gave up that base hit up the middle to double to Dreesen, and we lost 3-2. It was a tough game.
Yeah. And So, do you have any questions for Billy?
Actually, yeah. Speaking of beatings, so I was hearing a little something, Bill, about a fight that you were in at one point, and I would love to get your perspective on that.
Well, I fought my whole life.
Which one?
No, she's talking about Craig Nettles.
Yeah.
Oh, great! Now that fight, that was nothing. The fight where I lost my teeth in Puerto Rico, I hit Ellie Rodriguez after Willie Montanez hit a home run, and he did the cha-cha-cha around the bases. So I drilled Ellie. He charged the mound. The headlines in the paper in Mayaguez. Mayaguez loses, but lead TKO's former light heavyweight Golden Glove champ, Ellie Rodriguez. So you're talking to the light heavyweight champ in 1970 in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
So, and then I got in a fight with Reggie Smith. He got traded. Then I got in a fight with Nettles. I didn't get in a fight with Nettles. There was a brawl broke out on a base hit to right. Otto Velez, I hung a sinker, and Anyway, Pinella got thrown out at home. He was slow. He knocked Fisk over, tried to pry the ball out of his hand, and I forgot to shed my glove. And a hockey player knows if the fight breaks out, drop your gloves. And I failed to do that, and I lost the grasp of Otto Velez, and I went up the first baseline out of control, and Nettles picked me up and dumped me on my shoulder, and then I had a cромiocavicular separation, a pretty bad one, for the whole year of 76. 77, I was miserable. 78, I came back, and I was 10-6, and lost 4 tough games and got taken out of the rotation. And people remember 78, we had a 14-game lead on the Yankees.
Right.
Well, what happened was I never pitched again, and we lost on what's his name, Bucky Dent's home run. And Bucky Dent got a really famous middle name after that.
Oh, yeah, we call him in Boston.
Yeah,
F.
so I've had fights. I'm a battler. That's what I am. I don't take no for an answer.
Bill, is it true that you still carry around a picture of Greg Nettles in your wallet?
He's laminated now because he's fading away, but he's up against the right cheek of my ass for eternity.
It is.
That's real good, Bill.
That's the
That's rich.
Spaceman.
That's rich.
What?
Yeah, he's there, and I've always kept him there in case I could get a chance, because I hate Yankees, and now they always yell Yankees suck. That was accredited to me when they interview a long time ago. So,
Oh, no way.
I'm a battler. I don't like New York, and that's the way it goes.
That's why we love Bill Lee, the Spaceman, who's on the line. Thanks to Henry. Henry, how did you hook up with Bill Lee?
I'm into baseball stuff, and somebody was kind enough to give me some numbers, and so I called him, and we've been friends on and off for a long time, and we talk all the time. Usually,
he's the only.
tell him about your driveway. Tell him about that long driveway that you have to plow.
Oh yeah, 3/10 of a mile. But Henry's. See, everybody has a number, and they have a name with it. Henry's real name is Private Caller.
That's a good one, Bill.
So that's the only private caller I pick up on, And he tends to call about the same time, so I kind of know it's him. And, I'm not home very often. I have a long line. I don't have Wi-Fi. I have a radio. I don't watch TV. I have a movie-type studio where I watch VCRs and all the old stuff. Little Big Man. I watch old movies, and I watch documentaries, and I have a library of over 1,000 books.
Yeah. Are you still in touch with Louis T. Hunt or any of those players?
I called him to go to the game, but he wasn't feeling up to it, and I told him, Louis, it's going to be a show. It's going to be over in 2 hours, and you don't want to get caught in traffic.
Yeah.
And it was a circus. It's P.T. Barnum and Bailey beats the Globetrotters, and it's a unique combination of baseball and ballet, and the children just love it.
Yes.
This guy in the yellow outfit, Jesse Cole, he's like the Pied Piper of Hamlin. He just leads the kids into the ballpark, and Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory, that type of stuff.
Yeah, he's talking about the Savannah Bananas, who had a game. You know, they played a game, an exhibition game. Well, all the games are exhibition, but at Fenway Park on Saturday, they broke an attendance record. They had 37,000 people. We haven't had that at a game,
Yeah, I
a
heard
regular
about
game
that.
this year.
I heard
And
about
Bill Lee
that.
was part of the festivities, as was another. He was at one of the attractions, and it's going on in the country. And I don't know if you heard his story, but you know, at the beginning, no one wanted to be a part of this. They sold their house, and now obviously he's doing very well. But it's a great success story, and I was really happy to see that. Of course, you had that Bill Lee at Fenway Park if you're going to come.
So, Bill, when are you going to come to Boston or Waltham or Belmont? We're in Belmont, just so you know.
I know. I lived at 61 Dalton Road. I go by that house. I go to Linda's Hand-Cut Donuts all the time, and it's still there. You know, I got a lot of friends that I had in the area that remember me fondly. I play in that little ballpark down there occasionally. Now, it's a friendly dog park, and I have a dog now that I found in Mississippi on the highway.
Yeah.
And I've had it for 2 years, and now I'm leaving. You never know when I'm going to come back. I'm heading out Friday. I'm pitching in Smithfield, Rhode Island at 6 o'clock, and it's going to sign autographs, and then I'm going to go to Saturday morning at 4 o'clock. I'll be up. I should be into Ohio, spend the night, and then get past Chicago before the weekend's over. I hate traffic. I'm going to pitch in Iowa, in Ruthven, Iowa, in the middle of nowhere. I'm going to play a banana ball game there the following day, and then go to Altona, Manitoba, to Friesen Publishing Company, and I'm good friends with them, and I'm going to pitch a ball game in Altona, and then I'm going to Calgary, Alberta with my wife and dog, and we're going to look around, check it out. That's where she's from. And then I'm going to go to British Columbia to Fairmont Hot Springs. I'm going to recuperate and then marry off my oldest grandson, 31 years old, in the state of Washington on the 30th. I'm going to take the ferry to British Columbia on that Sunday, and then Monday on Canada Day, I will be pitching in Comox, British Columbia, Vancouver Island, in the middle of nowhere.
You know what? The best thing is he's keeping busy.
I was about to say, you got a really full
That's
agenda
great.
going for you. That's awesome.
That's great.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, there's a Rolling Stone gathers no moss.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's it.
Bill Lee is on the line, thanks to our good friend Henry. And this, you know what, Henry, this has been a treat, actually. Like I said, I'm a big 1975, I was a little kid, but again, very close to Louis
Do you have his baseball card?
I don't have his baseball card.
Because if you do, he'll autograph it for you.
I'm sure he will, because he's a great guy. But I love, because Bill Lee, to me, inspires always a laugh, and he looks at life differently from a very positive point of view. And he's a lot of fun. So I'm glad you're still the same Bill Lee that you've always been, Bill.
Well, thank you. I'm a Benedict de Spinoza, ethics, the famous kid from Portugal that got excommunicated in 1200 AD, and he was a Jewish boy. He got excommunicated in Holland, and then he was adopted by Catholicism. But he actually just was the aide to the king of the Netherlands, and my first wife and all my kids are Dutch also of ancestry, so I'm more of a philosopher of Spinoza, René Descartes, and Rousseau. That's my philosophy of life. Even Socrates, I go back to him too. So, but baseball is the greatest game. Why do I play baseball at 77? Because it beats working.
Yeah. What's the latest with your tree farm there?
My what? Oh, the trees?
Yeah, the tree farm. In other words, you're selling bats.
What I'm going to do, I have a granddaughter that is in the mortuary science, and I don't want to bury people. I don't want to cremate people. So I'm hooking up with the people out in Seattle that compost people. And I have a lot of chips from all my wood and stuff, and it's the basic ingredient of composting. So basically, we don't chip the body, but we pack it, we heat it, it decomposes naturally, and then you put your loved one on an apple tree. It's the way to go.
Oh wow.
Yeah. You said the bats. You said you make bats, or you
I
send
make
them down to the
bats
Cape?
still, I'm kind of not, I mean, I still hit, I still make bats, but mostly I'm getting into, as I get up in age and stuff, you start thinking about the future.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's a denial of death. Read Ernest K. Becker's Denial of Death, and you will laugh at it also.
Yeah. Jenny has a question.
Yes.
So my question for you is, this is kind of going back a little bit, but I'm really curious. What is the significance of the whole banana thing?
It's a way of getting children interested in the game because the game is slow, it's over analyzed, it's boring. They got uppercut swings, they strike out, they don't put the ball in play anymore like we used to. It's not the game I grew up with. And banana ball makes baseball fun. The kids, they love it. They love the dancing, and it's not about winning and losing. It's about having a good time.
Yeah, but Bill, just a quick, again, back to 75, 76, 77, that era. The guys on the team, for us, like I said, they're legendary. Can you give me a little a little synopsis on each one of the guys, what they were like, their personalities? I know Louis was the Joker of the team.
He was the Joker with him and Tommy Harper. And, he was probably the court jester. I was the conscience. This was the cement wall. Yastrzemski was the cantankerous old man. Rice came in, and him and Freddie Lynn, they were the young guys that picked us up. But we were a great team. We were a great team in '72. We lost to Detroit by a half a game. We should have won it in '73. We were tied with Baltimore in '74, but we didn't use Rice and Lynn perfectly. '75 we win it. '76 was the brawl, and Ferguson Jenkins tore his Achilles tendon, so that was out. '77 was a year that I don't remember. In '78 we got beat by Bucky Dent. We should have won it then.
Yeah.
We were a great team for a decade.
Yeah, if they win that game, they go on to beat. They win the World Series in 1970.
Being traded to Montreal, how did that hit you after being here for about 10 years?
I cried, but then I got up there and I fell in love. They love me. The French, they go, "We love Bill Lee. We don't speak English, and either does he."
Nice one, Bill.
Yeah, it was amazing. They made Profile of a Pitcher. They had 2 documentaries. I ended up playing for the Lone Gay Senators in the Senior League. I have a radio show for 30 plus years with Mitch Milnick that I did just before I did this one. And I did a show in Bangor, Maine, and I did a show with Mikey Adams, my old buddy, who does a podcast. So this is my 4th interview today.
Wow, Mike Adams, I remember him from New England, Sports Network. He was a riot. He's still he's doing a podcast now, Bill?
Yeah, with him. He does it on Tuesdays, and I don't do it every day, but because of this monumental assault of the Bananas crashing Fenway, it's like crashing a sacred place with a sacrilege.
Yeah, it's true.
So you're saying your health is real good?
See how I make things up on the spur?
Yeah,
Your health is real good right now, Bill? You're okay? At 77?
I'm all right. I have a defibrillator. I have a pacemaker, but I'm not on meds. I got more or less apparatuses that prop me up. I don't have a blockage. I have a little bit. I have left bundle branch block, which is rare. It's a ventricle thing. But, I got low blood pressure. I have no anxiety, and I can still throw strikes. What do you need in life?
Wow. And you're a lefty.
And I'm a lefty, and my ball fades away. I'm like a car.
I am also a lefty, too.
There you go.
Yep.
Jenny's a lefty.
Yeah.
Hey, lefties of the world. Hey, left-handers the only people in their right minds.
So I've got a question for you. In
Yeah.
terms of your health, do you have any advice for young people on things that they can do to keep themselves healthy? Like if there's anything that you could have done differently, what would you have
When I
done?
was younger, yeah. Well, I practice TM, Transcendental Meditation. I do yoga. I am flexible. I am, wax on, wax off. I work out with a lady named Miranda Esmond White, eccentrics out of Montreal. And I am active. That's the key. Keep moving, keep breathing, and worry about your exhale, not the air you breathe in. Worry about the air you breathe out.
Wow. This is great talking to Bill Lee. Like I said, I grew up watching the Sox and at that area. So Henry, this was a great time to be here with Bill Lee, who obviously stays very, very active. And like I said, we saw him Saturday with the Savannah Banana. He was part of the team, and now he's participating in all this stuff. But this is great, Bill Lee. I mean, and now you have. I know you have grandchildren. Do you have great grandchildren?
I don't. I have a 31-year-old grandson. If he got married at 20, I would have had great grandchildren. But I have 7 grandchildren, 6 grandsons. I have 4 children with 3 wives and
3
all
wives,
right
you
with the
said?
world.
Oh yeah.
Did I hear that right? 3 wives?
Yeah, I'm not a Mormon, but they divorced me, but they don't go away.
Go ahead, tell us about that. Give us a little more there.
Yeah, well, first wife is Mary Lou Helfrich from Vorburg, Holland. She was Miss Alaska, not Miss Runner-Up like Sarah Palin. Okay, the second one was looked like Anne Margaret. She was 21 years old. I was about 34. She was from Montreal, Canada. Pamela Ann Mary Bear, and she ran off with a Delta pilot. And then I ran into Diana while I was doing fundraisers in Canada, Diana Donovan from Calgary, and we're presently still engaged and married and live in this farmhouse up in the mountains.
And how long have you been married for now?
I've been married since 1970. I've been married consistently except for 42 days.
Wow.
Oh my God.
One after the other. Wow.
There's no shelf life on me. There's no preservatives in me.
Yeah.
That's incredible, Bill Lee. Bill
I
Lee.
fall fast, I fall hard, and I stay married until they decide to depart.
Which was your shortest marriage?
The first one.
How long was that?
I would say that was 13 years. I got married, it was 11 years. I got married in 70, and I was divorced on December 31st of 81.
Oh,
Okay,
Happy New
and
Year,
that
I
was,
guess.
And then I was married to Pam, and then she ran off with a Delta pilot, and then...
Do you think that your age difference had anything to do with the failure of your second marriage?
No, well, yeah, probably did. I never thought about it. I just kept moving and traveling, and she stayed back in Vermont. The trouble with people when you live in Vermont and the husbands leave a lot, the women are preyed upon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's not really much else to do out there in Vermont, is there?
No, there isn't much to do up there, but I was always here in the winter.
Yeah, so Bill, what's your next appearance? Like signing autographs.
I'll be against the Smithfield Police Department on Friday in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
It'll be about probably 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock. Then we go out and drink a little bit. Then I'm going to get to bed early, I hope, and then be on the road at first light and probably get, to Albany, because I love driving west early, stopping early. I hate the sun in my face.
Bill, I know we've got a couple more minutes left, but I just want to ask you, do you get to watch the Sox now or any Major League Baseball games now?
No phone. I don't have a TV. I've watched occasionally. I threw out the first pitch at Worcester on the Thursday before the Banana game. So I was there. I got to do color with Worcester, and they won the ball game. And, the Red Sox, their pitching staff is remarkably better better this year. They're learning how to pitch instead of throw.
Yeah.
And I think that's a credit to Breslow, who wanted hard throwers but didn't have them. So they had to learn to pitch. The pitching coach is doing a great job.
Excellent. And pitch clock. Do you like that idea?
Yeah, because there's too many ticks in baseball. I don't need it. I think it's a symptom of a problem that they have because kids are anal retentive and they don't want to let go of the ball.
Yeah.
That's why they go back to their glove a lot. They fidget a lot. You know, they have more ticks than a deer in Lyme, Connecticut.
That's a great that's Bill Lee's assessment. I love how he describes life, describes everything. Again, he's a legend. He's one of the most beloved Red Sox that we've ever had.
And you got to talk to him.
I
today
love listen
because of Henry.
Henry, listen. I almost think I was at Fairway.
Great show. You guys put that out there. Let people know. You know that they got to change their way of thinking. You know they got to get rid of their cell phones, their social media. You know, I don't own a watch. I don't watch TV. Everybody says Biden's falling down. I don't see him falling down because I don't watch it.
Oh man,
I think that's a wonderful outlook to have on life. Honestly, more people need to unplug.
Bill Lee
Thank you.
is.
Unplug. Breathe through your eyelids.
See, look at that, Bill Lee with some excellent advice. I know we got to be wrapping up, Henry. So thanks for inviting me.
Yeah.
And Jenny, I don't know.
I believe you all work well. Get your own show. Keep it going. I think you do an excellent job.
Alberto has a morning show. It's
I'm going to sign off right now because my wife's coming down the stairway. Well, that's my dog.
Yeah, we got to let Bill go. Thank you, Bill. Thank you for spending the time with Henry.
I'm going to let her out. We're going to run for sundown. I'll see you.
Take it
Bye-bye,
easy.
guys.
All right, bye, Bill.
Thank you, Bill. Bye.
Yeah, hey, I got to give you a high five for that. Good job, Henry. Good job. And then we got to go. Good job. What'd you think? You did a great job?
Yeah, this was awesome.
Man.
Huh?
Yeah.
Henry comes through in the clutch. You're a clutch hitter.
Yeah. Now,
So why'd you do a sign off?
are you going to take me to Fenway tonight?
Not tonight, Bill. Not tonight, Henry.
Why not?
During the week. During the week.
I want to go up in the press booth.
I know, but I got to get you a pass. All right. Are we done? We're done? Say bye. Henry, say bye to your fans all over the world.
Okay, goodbye, everybody. I was in a magazine. You know?
Bye from Henry's unique baseball show. Comes out once, whenever.
Yeah, every so often.
Every so often.